everyone, my name is Fred, and for today's video I thought I'd share with you my top 6 most anticipated releases of 2015. Now, I was initially going to do a top 5, but while looking up one of the release dates for one of my books, I discovered this new book that was coming out and I absolutely had to sneak it on into this list. And so most of these are either sequels to books I've read or just books from authors that I really love. Now, I will try to put a picture of the cover if available, but if for some reason I can't figure it out in editing, then I will leave the links to the Goodreads pages in the description box down below. And so here are my most anticipated releases in order of release date. The first is The Winner's Crime by Marie Rutkoski, which comes out on March 3rd. Now this is the sequel to The Winner's Curse. And so the first book followed this girl named Kestrel, who's the daughter of a highly ranked general in an empire that is very much military oriented and that enslaves the people that it conquers. And so Kestrel's father gives her this ultimatum, telling her that she either has to join the military or get married. But Kestrel has a mind of her own. One day in the marketplace she purchases a slave, and evidently she finds herself developing feelings for this slave. But little does Kestrel know that her slave actually has a hidden agenda of his own. And so I absolutely flew through the first book. I absolutely loved it and enjoyed it more than I was expecting to. And I cannot wait for the sequel, The Winner's Crime, to come out because this book just ended on such a high note and I have to know what happens next. Second is The Invasion of the Tearling by Erika Johansen, which comes out on June 9th. This is the sequel to The Queen of the Tearling. And so in the first book we followed the story of Kelsey, who was raised in hiding after the death of her mother, but now on her 19th birthday she must return to her kingdom and reclaim her position as queen while her enemies are out to kill her. I really enjoyed the first book and I thought that Kelsey really grew into her character, and so I'm looking forward to see what the sequel, The Invasion of the Tearling, has in store for her. Third is The Heart of Betrayal by Mary E. Pearson, which comes out on July 7th. This is the second book in the Remnant Chronicles, or the sequel to The Kiss of Deception. And so in the first book we followed Princess Leia, who runs away on the morning of her wedding in order to start a new life for herself. And in this new life she meets these two young men, one of whom is actually the prince that she was supposed to marry, and the other is an assassin that was sent after her. But the catch is, Leia doesn't know any of this, and neither does the reader. And so I really enjoyed reading the first book. It constantly kept me guessing which one was the prince, which one was the assassin, and ultimately I didn't guess correctly, but that's alright. You find out who is who right near the end of the book, and once again this book also ends on such a high note that I absolutely have to know what happens in the sequel, and so I'm very looking forward to The Heart of Betrayal coming out in July. Then there's Armada by Ernest Cline, which comes out on July 28th. Last year I had read his novel Ready Player One and really enjoyed it, and so I look forward to reading more works from this author. And so from what the Goodreads page tells me, Armada is about this young man who learns that this video game that he's been playing obsessively is actually this top secret government training program in order to provide the players with the skills that they would need to protect the Earth from an alien invasion, which is apparently coming soon. And so it sounds pretty cool, and if Ready Player One is any indication about this author's talent, then Armada should prove to be pretty awesome. Now the next book which sneaked its way onto this list is Percy Jackson's Greek Heroes by Riordan, which comes out on August 18th. And so I think this will be similar to Riordan's Percy Jackson's Greek Gods. I think that Greek Heroes will be another sort of collection of short stories about Greek heroes, and I think that anything that's from Percy's point of view is bound to be entertaining, and the artwork will probably be just as stunning as in this one here. And so I am excited for the book to come out because I need more Percy in my life. And lastly is The Sword of Summer, book 1 in the new Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard series by Riordan, which is set to be released on October 6th. Now, I'm a big fan of Riordan's work, and this series is supposed to revolve around Norse mythology, which I know next to nothing about, and so I'm really excited for this new beginning, this new series, and these new characters. So that was all for my most anticipated reads of 2015. Do let me know in the comments below which book you're most looking forward to this year. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you with another video soon. Goodbye!